Spanish.
You were arrested for burglary to an unoccupied conveyance, fraudulent use of a credit card, less than $100, and petty theft.
Señor, usted fue arrestado por entrar en un mobiliario no habitado con también robo de menor cuantía, menos de $100.
Your Honor, he also has a hold for immigration.
También tiene un aguante para inmigración, su señoría.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Te voy a asignar la oficina al abogado de oficio.
And also you have an immigration hold.
También tiene un aguante de inmigración.
So he also stole the victim's passport. I'm not sure why he wasn't charged with that as well.
También le robó el pasaporte de la víctima. No estoy seguro por qué no la acusaron también eso. Ese es el uso fraudulento.
And so there's probable cause for the charges.
Hay motivo fundado para los cargos.
So count one, burglary to the unoccupied conveyance is a $2,500 bond.
Cargo 1, que es el allanamiento al mobiliario no habitado, es $2,500.
Count 2, fraudulent use of a credit card is $500.
El uso fraudulento de tarjeta de crédito, $500.
Count 3, petty theft is $500.
Y robo menor cuantía, cargo 3, $500 de fianza.
Have a good day.
Buen día, señor.
Next we have is Jesus Bonel Medina, page 4.
Mr. Bonel Medina speaks English and Spanish. He does not need an interpreter.
Good morning,
Thank you.
sir. You were arrested for failing to register as required by law or provide the registration documents as required by law. I will appoint.
It's not a registration.
So he was supposed to get an ID and he didn't.
Your ID, you're supposed to, because he didn't fulfill the registration requirements of getting an ID or a letter from the Department of Motor Vehicles that had your name, date of birth, and a driver's license number and a transient address. Okay. So is it really feasible? Is it really like, how's he supposed to go to DMV? People want to renew their license, can't go to DMV. I understand the reporting requirement.
But I mean, it's gotten so bad that people in line sell their slots.
Oh, there's just crooks out there who sell their slots.
I mean, I don't know if he's employed, if he's got anything else to do, but he spent 18 months in prison for multiple violations of not registering.
Sorry, does he have an immigration hold or no? I don't know. I'm not confused.
No, he does not.
Okay.
Would you
Well-
consider an ROR, Judge?
No, I'm not doing, there's probable cause for the charge. I'll set the bond $1,500. I lowered it a little. You need to go there. They do take walk-ins. You need to go and get your ID or paperwork that you need so you can comply with your registration requirements. You want me to make it $1,000 if it's easier for him? I don't know. $1,000 bond. All right, I'll
Thank
make it $1,000. Good luck to you, sir. Next is Jeffrey Gibson. Good morning, Mr. Gibson. Good morning. This is Mr. Jeffrey Gibson. Sir, you were arrested for aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer and indecent exposure. I will, can you afford to hire a lawyer, sir?
Sorry.
Can you afford to
No,
hire an
no,
attorney?
No, no, ma'am.
will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Judge, count one may just be a battery because at the time he grabbed the detective was undercover,
Yeah, there's probable cause for what? Just battery?
right? Because I believe the detective was undercover.
What is this, like a sting?
Okay.
Oh,
According to Eastwood, there's been activities.
Yeah.
Activities within the park, so it was a student.
States
okay.
they're undercover.
So, sir, you are ordered to stay away from the Kendall Indian Hammocks Park at 11395 Southwest 79th Street in Miami, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that park and you must stay out of there, sir. Do you understand? Okay, there's other places to meet and greet, meet people, not at that park, okay? This was at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. What do you want? Did you set up on?
Yes,
Count one battery is $1,000 and count two indecent exposure is $500. Have a good day, sir. We have on Zoom Mr. Robert White. Good morning, Mr. White. How you doing today? So, Mr. White, you got arrested for petty theft, 2 or more convictions, possession of cocaine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Video, he's on Zoom. So, sir, you are ordered to stay away from the Walgreens store at 161 Northeast 54th Street in Miami, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that store and you must stay out of there. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Can I get, the TAP program?
I guess it's not your first to visit, huh? You steal an 80-ounce 6-pack of Ensure protein drink. Well, he is 67. And a 46-ounce of orange juice, $19.58, and he has at least 3 prior convictions. They get some copper pipe. I'm sorry, burnt copper and cocaine residue. State, you have an objection. He has priors going back to the 80s, 1988. The year I graduated college, okay. He has convictions for drugs and a petty theft from February of last year. Well, I don't see anything this year. Do you have an objection to TAP? Okay, what's that?
the state won't object.
You got a place to stay, sir? You have an
Yes. Yes.
All right, you know, at 67, should be, I don't want to see you back again. I hope you can work things out, okay? TAP alternate bonds. Count one, petty theft, 2 or more convictions. I'll set that at $1,000. Count two, possession of cocaine. It's residue, $1,000. And count three, possession of drug paraphernalia is $500. Have a nice day, sir. Thank you.
Mr. White, is your address the 3rd Avenue address?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, when you get out, please contact the public defender's office so you can talk to them about your case, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Or is it a house or apartment?
It's a house.
Okay. Okay. All right, moving right along. Page 5, we have Alexis Chavez.
Bond out.
Thank you. Peterson, Gustav, page 5. I'm just going to ask all the bondsmen out there, if I am on your case, please raise your hands on Zoom so I'll know you're here, because I don't always see what's written on Zoom. Gustav, Peterson, Gustav.
Good morning.
Morning. I need that TGK, please. Sir, you were arrested for reckless driving, serious bodily injury, driving without a license causing death or serious bodily injury. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Whenever the court's ready, I'd like to address.
Okay, I'm just reading it first. Go ahead.
State's requesting an increased bond, 25,000 plus house arrest. If your honor looks at the defendant's criminal history, he's got a conviction, a case from 2018, grand theft auto, NVDL, and then he's got a conviction for fleeing and eluding NVDL in 2021. Additionally, the defendant has a prior prison sentence out of Polk County. He was in prison for over a year, released in 2020. I believe he's a danger to the community based upon the facts of this case. He shows a pattern of driving despite the fact that he doesn't have a valid license. And it looks like there were multiple people that were injured as a result of the defendant's actions.
Okay, so one of his passengers, I believe, was seriously injured with terrible injuries. This is from April 6th. Ms. Corey, you want to be heard about anything?
Judge, he's of limited means and he's working as a cook and doing stock at a store.
I don't think he understands what no driving means. Sir, I'm entering a no drive order. You're not allowed to drive a motor vehicle unless you have a valid license and you don't have one. So do not drive. Count 1, reckless driving causing serious bodily injury. I'll set that bond at $15,000. Count 2, driving without a license causing serious bodily injury is $2,500. So I did increase his bond, not as much as Miss.
We're trying to do level 3 with the no drive order, so we can at least attempt to make sure he's not driving.
Monitor that. Can you do that with house arrest? How would they know if he's driving or using somebody else's car?
That's enough for.
I set an increased bond. I mean, I don't know what house arrest is going to do in terms of monitoring his driving. They can't do that. All right. Good day, sir. I could just, you know what, actually, I'm going to make count 1, 12,5. The total bond's 15,000. 12,500 count 1 and 2,500 count 2. Okay. I recognize he's of limited means, but he got access to a car and hopefully he'll have access to pay a bondsman. Next is Luis Alvarado, page 5.
Your Honor, he's being held on a probation warrant, no bond.
Sure, I don't have that. Yeah, F219641. I need a sticky. Good morning, sir. Do you speak English?
Habla inglés, señor. Buenos días.
English is fine.
Yeah,
Thank you. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession with intent to sell cocaine, possession with intent to sell cocaine within 1,000 feet of a school, possession with intent to sell cannabis, and possession with intent to sell cannabis within 1,000 feet of a school. Sir, can you afford to hire a lawyer?
no,
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Judge, are you holding him on a case? I don't see any active.
It says F219641. Is that an open probation?
Top, it says PW, it's a probation warrant.
Oh, I see. I see where it is. Okay.
All right, so let me review for probable cause. I don't see anything about a school enhancement.
Yeah, but even states that, one second. Standing on the south side of the sidewalk at the corner which borders Comstock Elementary.
Also, he sold marijuana to a juvenile. Anyway, there's probable cause for the charges. I'm setting a bond as follows. It's a, what, $15,000 bond. Count one, possession with intent to sell cocaine will be $10,000. Count two, possession with intent to sell cocaine within 1,000 feet of a school. Actually, I did it wrong. You know what, I'll just do, count one should be 5,000, pardon me. Count two is $10,000. And then count three, possession with intent to sell cannabis. I'll set that at $1,000. And count four, possession with intent to sell cannabis within 1,000 feet of a school. I'll set that at $4,000. So the total bond is $20,000. You have a hold to see your judge tomorrow for your probation warrant. Have a good day.
Your Honor, what was count one?
One is 5,000, two is 10,000, three is 1,000, four is $4,000. Victor Fuentes, page 6.
Mr. Fuentes is present. He speaks English.
Good morning, sir. You were arrested for grand theft. It's for stolen city bike. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause. So, what do you want me to do on this? What's his prior?
Based upon his criminal history. He was sentenced to 120 days in jail in March.
I'm setting a bond. It's $1,000.
Would you consider the TAP program for Mr. Fuentes? He's currently homeless, Judge.
There's a conviction, petty theft, 2 or more convictions from March.
Those are for incidents from December and October of last year.
Committing crimes here in our city, and he has numerous crimes of convictions from last year. I think a bond's appropriate. Next we have is Jose Lopez Trigo, page 6.
Your Honor, so that was $1,000?
Yeah.
Straight bond? Sorry.
Yes.
Mr. Lopez Trigo is present. He speaks English.
Morning, sir. You were arrested for possession of cocaine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. State you have an objection to pretrial.
No objection.
He's a driver of a car and they had drugs in the car. Pretrial alternate bond, $2,500. Have a nice day. Next case is Sergio Cuevas Spena, page 6.
Bond out.
Thank you. Jeffrey Lewis Jr.
Your Honor, Mr. Lewis has a Broward County fugitive hold, no bond, and a Palm Beach County fugitive, no bond as well.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, Mr. Lewis. You were arrested for grand theft, attempting to use an anti-shoplifting device. It says by an unauthorized alien. I don't think that's correct. Disorderly conduct, resisting without. Also, you're out on felony bond. There's a hold for you to see your judge tomorrow for your open case F24-25228. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So he was stealing from the Bass Pro Shops. He left with a cart full of merchandise. Then he ran and fled. So it was over $1,600 of merchandise. I'm not sure what the anti-shoplifting device is. He walked out of the car.
Pliers, a magnet, a hook.
You are ordered to stay away from the Bass Pro Shop at 11401 Northwest 12th Street in Sweetwater, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that location. You must stay out of there, sir. Count one, grand theft is $2,500. Count two, the use of the anti-shoplifting device, I'm gonna set that at $500. Count three, disorderly conduct is $150. And count four, resisting an officer without violence is $500. And you'll see your judge tomorrow. Have a good day. Next is Lucian Perry, page 7. Good morning, Mr. Terry. You were arrested for possession of cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia, but unfortunately you're out on felony bond, so there's a hold for you to see your judge tomorrow. Let's see what it says. Oh, he was in the car. This is the one where Mr. Jose Lopez Trigo was driving. All right, this probable cause, I'll set a bond, $1,000 count one and $500 count two, but you got to see your judge tomorrow. Have a good day. Next is Elga Bride Demosthenes, page 8. Is he there? Corrections, you have Mr. Demosthenes?
He's coming, Your Honor.
Good morning,
He's
sir.
present.
Were arrested for battery on a law enforcement officer and resisting an officer without violence. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Okay, he's 21 and he's evading the fare for the Metro Rail, I believe. What do you want to do? Yes,
Out of bond, he was sentenced to 270 days in jail last year. I also see a prior case out of Collier County.
is this a hospital case, Miss Corey?
Judge, not at this time. Thank you.
Setting a bond, $2,500 count one and $500 count two. Have a nice day, sir. Next is Alexander Hernandez.
This is an added charge, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Hernandez. You were arrested for burglary to an unoccupied dwelling. It's from May 21st. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. All right, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Alejandro Perez. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from his home, school, and place of employment at all times. Stay away from the residence at 17720 Northwest 54th Avenue in Miami, Florida. Okay, I'll set the bond. $5,000. Have a good day. Next is Calvin Young, page 8.
Judge, on Mr. Hernandez, would you allow him to be able to return to the home one time to get his belongings?
He was
It looks like
evicted.
he used to live there.
He was evicted. There's nothing from him to get. He was evicted.
Well,
So they put this, when you do evictions, the sheriff comes and puts the property on the street. There's nothing for him to get there. He needs to stay out.
well, it doesn't say it was a legal eviction with the police.
And he should go to the police. I'm not allowing him to, today is now the end of May.
Just asking if he could return one time with the police. He'd have to be accompanied by the police. Judge.
State with your position.
He says he has no permission to be there and he's been evicted.
He has no business there. He needs to stay out of there. Next on page 8, Calvin Young.
Count 2 should be paraphernalia.
Thank you. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession of cocaine, and count 2 should be possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So there's probable cause for the charges. Is this a TAP case or
If he's got an address, maybe pretrial. Ms. Corey, what do you want?
is old priors? I don't know.
Oh, that's for pretrial.
Is it qualified? No, we're on Mr. Young, Calvin Young. He's a signal. TAP alternate bond. Count 1 will be 2,500. Let me see. It's a pipe with resident. $2,500 bond count 1 and $500 count 2. Have a good day, sir. Alberto Hebra. Page 8. Is he there? Is it 1 burglary or 2? He's on somebody.
1, maybe they charged her victim.
Pretty scary. You see like somebody on your roof, on your balcony, excuse me.
Just a second, Your Honor, please.
Okay.
Your Honor, can we please pass for a minute?
Yes, ma'am. Next on page 9, we have Donald Gutierrez Panagua.
I don't,
He has an INS hold.
not occupied,
What'd you say?
not occupied.
Oh,
Please.
good morning.
Yes.
Sir. You were arrested for burglary. It should be to an unoccupied conveyance, fraudulent use of a credit card, and petty theft.
Buenos días, señor. Usted fue arrestado, debe ser por allanamiento de un transporte no habitado, el robo de menor cuantía, uso fraudulente.
So I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Le voy a asignar la oficina al abogado de oficio.
You also have an immigration hold, so you may want to consult with a lawyer before you post your bond.
También tiene un aguante de inmigración. Quizás quiera consultar con un abogado anterior a pagar la fianza.
Okay, so there's probable cause for the charges. Count one, burglary to the unoccupied conveyance is $2,500.
Cargo 1, allanamiento al transporte no habitado, $2,500.
Count two, on a fraudulent use of a credit card is $500.
Uso fraudulento de tarjeta de crédito, cargo 2, $500.
And count three, petty theft is $500.
Y el cargo 3, robo menor cuantía, $500.
You have a nice day, sir. Thank you.
Buen día, señor.
Next will be Nathaniel Montplaisir, page 9.
Your Honor, can we please pass? He's in jail arraignment.
Okay. Frank Bada?
Frank bought us a bond out.
Thank you. So Bada's a bond out. Engel Butrago Cruz. Page 10. Good morning. Sir, do you speak English?
¿Habla inglés, señor?
Spanish.
No,
Sir, you are
Spanish.
for possession of cocaine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Señor, fue arrestado por posesión de cocaína. Le asigno la oficina al abogado de oficio.
All right, there is probable cause for the charge.
Motivo fundado para el cargo.
How long have you lived in Miami for, sir?
¿Por cuánto tiempo lleva viviendo en Miami, señor?
10 años.
10 years.
10 years and you're getting in trouble now. You got to get drug counseling so you don't have any issues, okay?
10 años y ahora se está metiendo en problemas. Necesita obtener consejería para lo que es droga, para que no se metan más problemas.
He has an open misdemeanor battery, but there should not be a hold on that.
It's discretionary.
Tiene un cargo abierto, delito menor de agresión. No debe haber aguante. Es a la discreción de la jueza.
Trial services, alternate bond is $2,500.
El programa Pretrial Services con una fianza alterna de $2,500.
All right, have a good day.
Buen día.
All right, next we have is Carlos Terran.
President speaks
Good morning,
English.
Good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession of a controlled substance and possession of paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Yes. This pretrial, is he eligible for pretrial? Pretrial there's probable cause. Pretrial services alternate bond, $1,000 count 1 and $500 count 2. Have a nice day, sir. Matthew Diaz is next, page 10. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for operating a cop shop and dealing in stolen property. Can you afford to hire a lawyer, sir?
Yes, Judge.
You have the money to pay for a lawyer? Do you want me to reset the case to give you an opportunity to have a lawyer present, or do you want me to just set the bond?
We can set the bond.
Okay,
I think he's got a bondsman present.
okay, don't talk about the facts of the case. Well, this is part of that same chop shop or
Yes.
at the tow yard? Let's see. So he was buying, I guess, one of those stolen vehicles. All right, I'll set up bond. Count 1. Why is it 2 counts of dealing in stolen property? Or the two,
Yeah, maybe because, 1 second. There was like an engine swap. There was also different parts of the vehicle.
Okay. Count one, operating a chop shop is 25. It's a second degree felony?
I don't know, just 2,500 and 1,000. The other counts, I think that's similar to what you said for the co-defendant.
100 count one. No, I didn't. I charged dealing in stolen property 1,000. No, I did the vehicle thing.
The VIN's 1,000.
Count two, dealing in stolen property will be $1,500, and count three, dealing in stolen property is $1,000. Total bond is $5,000. You have a bondsman here, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What was count one?
2,500 count one, 1,500 count two, 1,000 count three. Next is Antoine Williams.
Your Honor, he received the dollar bond, Judge Figueroa.
Okay, he's on probation. I'm sorry, he's on probation hold for F-23 18227.
And count two should be paraphernalia.
Thank you. Good morning, sir. Sir, you were arrested for possession of crack cocaine, and count two should be possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. You're on probation. You gotta hold to see your judge tomorrow for F-23 18227. So bond on count one is $2,500. Count two will be $500. Have a nice day, sir. Next case is Michael Gonzalez. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for domestic battery by strangulation. Can you afford to hire a lawyer, sir?
No, ma'am.
We'll appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for the charge. So you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Jose Crometa, no contact with the alleged victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim's home, school, and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs, and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. And you may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail. You must be accompanied by a police officer so that you can retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools. If you go to the victim's home without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested. Do you understand the stay away order?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have money to post the bond?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. There's no priors. How long have you lived in Miami?
I live my whole life, ma'am.
All right, I'll set a bond. Are you okay if I lower it, State?
Sure.
$1,000 bond. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
Next is Wendy Zamora.
Call for immigration, Your Honor.
Okay. Good morning, sir. Do you speak English?
Spanish, please.
Spanish.
Sir, you were arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. It's from July 1st of 2024.
Señor, usted fue arrestado, pareció un agravante con arma mortífera. Eso viene de julio 1 de 2024.
So I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Entonces le asigno la oficina al abogado de oficio.
Are you still living with the victim, Leda?
Todavía vive con la víctima, Leida.
Sí.
Yes.
I think she might be here one moment. Yes, she's here if I can promote.
Ella está aquí también, la puede promover. Está en la plataforma.
Good morning, ma'am. Do you speak English?
Buenos días, señora. ¿Habla inglés?
Español.
Spanish.
Sworn.
Por favor, levante su mano derecha para ser juramentada.
Swear or affirm the testimony you are going to give in this proceeding will be the truth, if so state I do.
Jura o afirma que el testimonio que va a dar en este procedimiento será la verdad. Si es así, responda, así lo hago.
Sí lo hago.
I do.
Thank you, ma'am. What is your name?
Gracias. Señora, ¿cuál es su nombre?
Lady Macia Arias.
Lady Maciarias.
Are you afraid of Roedy Zamora?
¿Le tiene usted miedo a Roedy Zamora?
No, quiero modificar la orden de alejamiento, me siento segura con él. Y actualmente vivimos juntos.
No, I want to modify the stay away order. I feel secure with him, and at the present time, we live together.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Do you have any questions for Ms. Arias?
No
La
question.
fiscalía, ¿alguna pregunta para la señora Arias? No, puede bajar la mano.
You can put your hand.
Puede bajar la mano.
Ms.
Okay.
Court, any questions?
No questions, Judge.
No hay
So,
pregunta.
I'm going to, sir, I'm entering a modified stay away order from the alleged victim, Leda Arias.
Señora, estoy entrando una orden modificada de la presunta víctima Lady Arias.
You are allowed to have contact with the alleged victim. You are prohibited from being physically threatening or violent towards her in any manner whatsoever.
Usted es permitido tener contacto no violento con ella. Es prohibido de tener cualquier contacto amenazante o violento hacia ella.
Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs.
No se involucre en ninguna actividad penal, ni use ni posee ninguna drogas ilegales.
Do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition.
No use, compre, porte o lleve consigo arma de fuego, municiones.
You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court.
Usted tiene que inmediatamente entregar cualquier arma de fuego, municiones o permiso para portar armas escondidas al departamento de policía más cercano y presentar el recibo al tribunal.
And you may also, I think that's it.
Yo
So
creo que eso es.
I got to set a bond. So are you any objection if I reduce the bond to 2,500, I lower it, state?
That's fine.
Está pidiendo la juez si le tiene objeta a la fiscalía y si le rebaja la fianza a 2,500 menos. No, está bien.
I'll set your bond to $2,500, but you have an immigration hold. You may want to consult with a lawyer before you post your bond.
Señor, yo le fijo la fianza en $2,500, pero usted tiene un aguante de inmigración. Quizás usted quiera consultar con un abogado anterior a que usted pague ninguna fianza.
Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you for coming in, ma'am.
Gracias, tengan buen día y gracias por comparecer hoy, señora. Ya terminó.
Next, we have Jamari Morn, page 11.
Your Honor, he's out on felony bond F22-21225.
For the division judge. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for grand theft of a firearm, openly carrying a weapon, resisting an officer without violence, and possession of cannabis. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. He's 20, he's not allowed to carry a firearm, because he's 20. Where did it say it's a stolen firearm? I'm sorry.
It says there's a police case number, stolen out of City of Miami Police Department jurisdiction.
2022. All right,
It's like it's a 2022 theft, Judge.
still stolen. It's an extended magazine on a nice big firearm. Wow. Just count one, grand theft of a firearm. I'll set that at $1,000. Count two, openly carrying a weapon is $150. Count three, resisting an officer without violence, $500 bond. Count four, possession of cannabis. Since he has a hold, you want $1?
That's fine.
$1 per count. You'll see your judge tomorrow. Have a nice day, sir. Next is Marcus Pringle, page 12.
Bond out.
Thank you. Irvin Estupinan.
Out on probation, F-23-5462.
Hold for the division judge. Good morning, sir. Please,
¿Habla inglés, señor?
Hello, yes, good morning.
felony battery. It's from March 31st of 2025, and I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Do you know when he was put on probation?
It looks like he was put on probation back in 23.
There's a hold for you to see the judge on your open probation case F-23-5462. Let me review for probable cause. There's probable cause for the charge. I guess he wasn't intending to punch her to get stitches. That's why it's a felony battery. Are you currently living with Miss June?
No, I'm not. She's not my girlfriend. We don't live with each other.
No contact with the alleged victim, Sheldy June, and no contact with the victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. Do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. And do you understand the stay away order?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. I'm setting a bond. It's $5,000. You'll see your judge tomorrow. Have a good day. Next is Anthony Coleo, page 13.
Your Honor, he's out on probation on 3 cases.
And
F-21-6906, F-21-11750, and F-20-7676.
thank you. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for burglary with an assault or battery, aggravated battery, and robbery by sudden snatching, tampering with the victim of a first-degree felony, and battery with a prior conviction. It's a case from May 15th. I will appoint the public defender's office for you, and you also have a probation hold. So I need a review. All right, so there is probable cause for the charges. I am ordering that you stay away from the alleged victim, Gabriella Dilzio. No contact with the alleged victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties, no contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs, and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. Do you understand the stay order, sir? All right, the state filed a motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing pursuant to Florida statute 907.041, and because this is a dangerous crime, burglary with an assault or battery, I'm going to grant count one. I'm going to grant the state's motion as to count one, burglary with an assault or battery. It's no bond. Count two, I don't see anything about a gang enhancement.
No.
Count two, aggravated battery will be $7,500. Count three, robbery by sudden snatching, $2,500 bond. Count four, tampering with the victim. I'll just set a bond on that, $7,500. Count five, battery with a prior conviction. I'm sorry, I didn't see what that.
It says that note the defendant was arrested and convicted of ag-bat.
Oh, okay, there's probable cause for that charge. Count five will be $1,000. So you'll see your judge tomorrow. Have a nice day, sir. Ricky Thomas is next, page 14, excuse me, page 14. Mr. Thomas coming in? You have anybody there?
They're coming on.
Good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession of cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Does he have any holds or no?
No, Your Honor.
For pretrial, is he eligible for tap alternate bond? She left one? A tap alternate bond, $1,000 count one, and $500 count two. And he's homeless. I need a date, please. The arraignment date. Is it the 27th? I don't know what date that is. That's a Friday, isn't it? Yeah. Reset June 27th at 9 a.m. Courtroom. I don't know the courtroom. Do we know the courtroom? Judge Miranda. She's, what is she, 6'1"? Courtroom 6'1". Have a good day, sir. That's for tap. I don't know where the paper is. Yeah. Okay, next is Daniel Tortolito. Page 14. Three cases. Good morning, sir. Sir, you were arrested for false imprisonment. You have three cases. One's false imprisonment and battery by strangulation from April 7th. A second case, domestic battery by strangulation from yesterday. And a third case from January 1st of this year, domestic battery by strangulation and criminal mischief. Sir, can you afford to hire a private lawyer? Do you own your home? Defender's office for you. I need probable cause. I'm appointing you a free lawyer and reviewing the arrest affidavits for probable cause. So there's probable cause for battery by strangulation on F25-10749.
Judge, I don't know. Somebody's raising their hand. If it's the alleged victim, you gotta write your name in the chat. Let us know you're here.
Probable cause for also false imprisonment. The next case, battery by strangulation from yesterday. There's probable cause in F25-10748. Is that the victim?
Yes. So, ma'am, if you want to talk to the judge, you have to unmute, turn on your.
Hello?
Hey, try to turn on your camera, please.
Okay. Hold on.
Send your video so we can know if she. Good morning, ma'am. Please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you are going to give in this proceeding will be the truth? If so, state I do.
I do.
You can put your hand down. Please tell me your name.
Luisa Morella?
Ms. Morella, are you afraid of Daniel Tortolito?
No.
Do you want the court to enter an order requiring him to stay away from you?
No.
No. Has anybody forced you or threatened you to come to court today and make this statement?
No.
I just have one question. You got 3 cases here where he strangled you, he broke your cell phone, and you don't want the court to give you a cooling off period?
No, I don't feel like my safety is in danger, and I would like there to be no stay away order.
Are you aware of past conduct is usually a prediction of future, a good prediction of future behavior?
Yes.
All right, State, do you have any questions?
He's requesting a stay away order. This isn't an isolated incident. He has 3 separate cases where he allegedly strangled her. In any of these cases, he could have killed her. For the safety of the victim, I believe the stay away order is appropriate. This has been going on for months.
Am I allowed to speak?
Yes, ma'am. Well, first, let me see, does the State Public Defender's Office have any questions for Ms. Morella? Ms. Corey, any questions?
No, Judge, I don't have any questions of her. Judge, she's the one involved in the relationship with Mr. Tortoledo. She would be aware of her interactions with him, and if she feels safe with him, if she's indicating to the court that she feels safe with him, then I would ask that Your Honor do a modified statement.
Why did the police get called 3 separate times?
So, okay, so it looks like in the case in January, she flagged down the officer. So as it happened,
They should charge the victims. If they don't want to prosecute, they should start charging for people wasting the police time because there's so many other cases, but whatever.
right, so it looks like the police were called at the time of the incident in every single case. It's not a delayed report.
The last incident was yesterday, but I have an adult. Ma'am, what grade, what is the highest level of education you received?
College.
Okay, so I have a college graduate here telling me she's not afraid of him. The court has to also consider the wishes of the victim.
I'm afraid he's going to kill her based upon this pattern of conduct. It's been going on for months where he's choking her to the point that she can't breathe.
I understand the seriousness of the case with all of the calls that were made, but I don't feel in danger with him. As long as he is not involving himself with alcohol or drugs, I feel completely safe with him.
What happens if, oh, I'm not going to get into this. I have to respect the wishes of the victim. Ma'am, I'm offering you the last time. I can give you a cooling off period, which is a stay away order, and it's usually temporary. And the division judge can always modify it at a later date once you feel he may be in a better situation to be around him. You sure you don't want that?
Yes.
Okay. All right, well, Mr. Tortolito, I'm entering a modified stay away order from the alleged victim, Louisa Morella. In all of these cases, you are allowed to have contact with the alleged victim, and you are prohibited from being physically threatening or violent towards her in any manner whatsoever. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs, and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. So only friendly, nonviolent contact is permitted. Do you understand that, sir? Okay, can you say it out loud?
Yes, I understand.
Because I want you to be aware, if you pick up if you get arrested again, you're probably gonna get the bond revoked and be locked up in jail until your trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand.
Thank you. All right.
So the modification is under state's objection.
I have a college-educated victim here who tells me she's not afraid, and I'm going to respect her wishes. I'll set a bond. Give me a second to do that. I'm still filling out the stay away orders for the 3 cases. Okay. F-25, does he have any priors?
Nothing I'm aware of.
I see nothing, Judge. He works as a prep cook, Judge. He does not have much in the line of funds for a bond.
What's this one here? No.
Would you consider pre-trial?
No, setting a bond. Okay. On F-25, 10747. Ma'am, did you get your phone fixed?
Yes.
That's the one from January. Okay. Count 1, battery by strangulation. I'll set that at 20. This one from January, 1 minute. I mean, he broke her MacBook Pro, her MacBook for $3,000. There's probable cause for the criminal mischief and battery by strangulation. I'll set count 1 at $1,500 and count 2, the criminal mischief at $1,000.
Judge, I asked on the criminal mischief, it just stated that the MacBook value was $3,000.
Ma'am,
what indicates the cost to repair it?
What did it cost you to fix your MacBook, or were you able to repair it?
No, I wasn't able to repair it.
Okay. So that's there's probable cause counts 1 and 2. Then count the next case, F-25 and 49, false imprisonment. There's probable cause for that in battery. That's from April. Count 1 will be $1,500 and count 2, your battery by strangulation. That's $2,500. And then the next case, F-25 10748, battery by strangulation. This is from yesterday. He grabbed her, covering her mouth. She said she couldn't breathe. I'll set this bond at $2,500. So I did lower your bond, sir. Please try and maybe get some counseling for alcohol or drugs or issues or whatever it is that causes you to get upset. It sounds like she's interested in staying with you. Maybe you can get some counseling, like family counseling, something like that. Good luck to you both. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
corrections, you want me to readdress Michael Gonzalez? Oh, I gave him, oh, I did a straight bond. What was he?
Was it 2,500 or 3,000?
Okay,
3,000.
Michael Gonzalez, F 25-10746. You said 3,000? He doesn't have a hole for INS.
No, I did 3,000
Oh, okay.
from 5,000. It was pretty violent.
The battery domestic by strangulation, right? Thank you.
1,000. I have 2 I passed or 3 I passed? I don't know. I passed something. What happened to, oh, that's me. I have to redo this one. Oh, I'm waiting on those stay away orders, Ms. F, for,
I was gonna turn them in with the afternoon paperwork.
I think Ashley wants it now, no? Marilyn Ponce, do you need it now or the afternoon? Okay. She'll wait. Alberto Hebra on page 8. Good morning, sir. Do you speak English?
¿Habla inglés, señor?
Yeah, I speak English.
All right, sir. You were arrested for 2 counts of attempted burglary to an occupied dwelling. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So he's a gentleman who at 3:20 in the morning, the victim saw on the roof of their balcony, and then he was trying to open the rear sliding glass door on the 2nd floor of the balcony. So there's probable cause. It should be 1 count of attempted burglary to an occupied dwelling. You want me to split it, Miss Corey? What do you want me to do?
The victim,
That's fine.
the victim's here. I don't know if she wants to be heard.
All right, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victims, Raul Oliva and Denise Parapar. No contact with the alleged victims, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victims, their home and school and place of employment at all times. Stay away from the residence at 2730 West 62nd Place in Hialeah, Florida. Do you understand the stay away order, sir?
Would you add,
You heard?
the victim is here. I don't know if she wants to be heard. State's requesting house arrest with a curfew. Ma'am, if you want to talk to the judge, you got to turn on your camera.
1 second.
Okay,
Okay,
Your right
it's
hand.
on.
it's on.
Can you raise your right hand to be sworn, please? Is she frozen? Now?
Yes, ma'am.
You swear or affirm the testimony you are going to give in this proceeding will be the truth, if so state I do.
I do, ma'am.
What is your name?
My name is Denise Parapar.
Thank you. Go ahead, state.
No questions. Is there anything you wanted to tell the judge, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Go for it.
Your Honor, I really am really scared of this man coming around because he was stalking my daughter earlier when my daughter was outside walking the dog. At first, I didn't notice that it was him until he tried to break into my house at 11:08, and his words were, "I came to get what is mine."
Does your daughter know him?
No, ma'am, my daughter is actually in the car with me because I withdrew her from school because I knew that he had a bond hearing today and I didn't know how long he's been following her or what's going on. And I am really scared. My daughter is actually 10 years old. She's in the car with me.
Okay. You know it's okay in Florida to carry a gun and keep one in your house? Especially.
Ma'am, I'm a convicted felon. I am not allowed to have a gun, and I abide by all laws because I would never want to go back incarcerated, ma'am.
Right. Okay, Ms. Corey, do you have any questions?
Not at this time. Thank you.
Okay, I'm setting a bond. It's going to be $10,000 plus house arrest with a GPS monitor, level 2 house arrest. That means you can
Thank
go to
you,
home,
Your Honor.
school, work, medical appointments, stay away from the victim, stay away from her daughter. If you come back again and you get rearrested, you'll be locked up in jail until your trial. Okay, thank you.
That's on both counts?
Thank you, Your Honor.
So count 1 is 10,000, count 2, it's no probable cause. So that's release outright. All right, plus house arrest level 2. Okay, you're free to go, ma'am. Thank you for coming in. Next we have.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ring camera in front of your house or any kind of camera. Make sure you get your camera.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Nathaniel Monplaisir.
He's a bond out.
So we're all done?
Yes, Your Honor, you did great.
And it's before 12. Pretty good.
Well, that's my errand I wanted, but I'll go look at the mullets across the Miami River like I do every day.
1:30?
1:30. We're starting at 1:30. Thank you.
1:30 would relay, Your Honor. Great job as always.
I think they're an app.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turo apps. There's probable cause. $2,500 count one. and
Could you
count
do
two.
$1 per count one? It basically says he rented it from the Turo application, then was working with the owner to try to bypass Turo to be able to extend it to save money and not paying a brokerage fee.
Why would they call the police to report it stolen?
It said that
Because
he
if-
extended
Because if
it.
Turo didn't have it and the owner agreed to it, then Turo might have been the one to call the police.
But he's trying to transfer the ownership of the,
Hard to himself.
no.
Count one is $2,500. There's probable cause. Count two, possession of cocaine. I don't know. He has cocaine. He had a one. I'll set count two. What do you want? He doesn't have a lot of priors, but he has. Okay, with $1,000 for count two.
He's got the hold anyways.
$1,000 count two. Have a good day. Next is Marisse McKnight or Maurice.
He refused.
Your Honor, please review.
All right, give me a minute.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, he's here.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Marie McKnight. Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for tampering with physical evidence, possession of drug paraphernalia, false name after arrest. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So I don't think they found anything, did they?
Let's say he discarded a glass pipe.
I would ask you to find no probable cause for counts 1 and 2, Judge. There's nothing indicating that was evidence.
This is for count one, the tampering. They saw a glass pipe that they believe contained residue and he discarded it.
Where does it say residue, Judge?
Well, they didn't find it.
I don't see residue unless I missed it.
No, it doesn't say residue. Also give a false name. However, the fact that he discarded it, it's a pipe, I believe they believe that would be evidence.
Or $1,000 is fine on that count.
He had a bench warrant. What happened to his bench warrant?
He received the dollar bond, Your Honor.
Okay. You got a place to stay, sir?
Yes, Judge. Would you consider an ROR or pretrial?
Gotta give him tap though. He doesn't. Oh, does he qualify for pretrial? A dollar bond on what? The traffic?
Yes.
He doesn't qualify? Pretrial services alternate bond count one is $2,500. Count two, no probable cause, release outright. Count three, false name after arrest is $500. Include with pretrial services, it's his ticket. It's AL26USE. Alternate $1. What was the underlying charge?
Driving while license suspended knowingly.
DWLS knowingly. All right, so you're gonna have two separate court dates, sir. Make sure to keep all court dates in the future, sir. Have a nice day.
Yes, ma'am. I got you, Judge.
Take care. Next, we have Jarqueen Ellison, page 8. Make sure that order went out since. Can you call Miss T? What do you think she'll process it before 4? No, hopefully she'll get it done soon. All right, good afternoon, Mr. Ellison. You were arrested for possession of a firearm, weapon, or ammunition by a convicted felon. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. You're out on felony bond, so unfortunately, there's a hold for you to see your judge tomorrow for case F259173. All right, so it's $7,500 for the bond. There's probable cause for the charge. Have a nice day.
There's also U.S. Marshal hold.
Okay, so the U.S. Marshal hold. Next is Levon Diaz. One second. Good afternoon, Mr. Diaz. You were arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and battery. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. And sir, there may be a bond here for you as well. Okay, this is an incident from May 11th, some type of a road rage. Ms. Corey, did you have any argument regarding probable cause?
Yes, Judge, it looks, according to Mr. Diaz's statement to the police, he threw it toward the sidewalk. It does not look like it was an aggravated assault. Looks like it was just frustration.
But there's a video which shows the defendant approach the victim aggressively, get close to him, push him, pick up a bike and throw it at the victim.
Isn't this after the victim chased him down and is banging on his car?
Mm-hmm.
Stay away from the alleged victim, Abelardo Arias. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And stay at least 500 feet away from his home, school, and place of employment at all times. I don't know if it's it's maybe an assault. I don't know.
The bicycle.
A bicycle is going to cause death or serious bodily injury?
Heavy metal object.
No,
Pardon?
it might make you fall over, but it's not going to cause death or serious injury.
Disagree.
Count 1, there's probable cause for an assault. Count 2, there's probable cause for a battery. He may have a good self-defense argument. I don't know. Anyway, I think you got a bondsman here. I'm not sure. But anyway, count
Mr.
1.
Diaz is a veteran.
Okay. But is there a bondsman here for him? I don't know. They don't-
Yes, there's a bondsman here.
Bondsman will get him out. Count 1, assault is $500. Count 2, battery is $1,000. Have a good day. Next is Juan Hernandez.
Find out, Your Honor.
Thank you. Rafael Cabrera Sanchez.
Corrections, is that a bond out number 28?
He's here.
Good afternoon, Mr. Cabrera Sanchez. Do you speak English?
No, no speak English.
You were arrested.
Interpreters present.
So you were arrested for possession of cocaine, attempted tampering with evidence, and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Bien, señor, se le acusa de tenencia de cocaína, tratar de manipular evidencia y por tenencia de parafernalia de drogas. Se le nombra un abogado de oficio que le represente.
There is probable cause for the charge.
Hay motivo fundado para los cargos.
How long have you lived here in Miami, sir?
¿Cuánto hace que vive en Miami, señor?
Va a ser un año el día, el mes que va a ser un año.
It's going to be a year on this month. It's going to be a year.
Where you lived before that?
Pero
¿Dónde vivía antes?
siempre he vivido en la dirección actual, vivo con mi familia. Yo solo estaba en un piquete y a mí
Okay.
no.
Okay, un momento. I have always lived at that address. I lived there with my family. It's just that I was picketing.
Sir, what year did you move to Miami from? What country did you live before you came here?
Señor, ¿en qué año se mudó a esa dirección? ¿Dónde vivía antes de llegar aquí?
No, siempre he vivido aquí, lo que estuve en Texas viviendo con mi novia y
Okay.
vine hace un mes para acá. Pero siempre esta es mi dirección actual.
I have always lived at that address. It's just that I went to Texas for 1 month, but I just returned.
Did he come to the United States?
June of 24.
When?
June of 2024.
Is that when he arrived?
Could
Yes.
just
Okay. ¿Ha podido decirnos, usted llegó a Miami en junio del 2024, señor? Eso era lo que le estaban preguntando.
Ah, ok.
Okay.
goodness. Sir, you're here only, what, 11 months and you've fallen into, I mean, I hope you're able to get drug counseling. That's all I want to say, because drugs will destroy your life.
Apenas hace 11 meses que está aquí y está metido en este problema de las drogas. Le aconsejo que obtenga asesoramiento y consejería porque si no las drogas van a destruir su vida.
Referral services alternate bond, count 1, possession of cocaine is $2,500.
Bien, liberación con servicios previo a juicio, fianza $2,500 en el cargo 1.
Count 2, attempted tampering with evidence is $1,000.
En el cargo 2, atentar a manipular pruebas son, how much is that, Your Honor? Sorry.
$1,000.
Es $1,000 de fianza en ese cargo.
Possession of drug paraphernalia is $500.
Tenencia de parafernalia de drogas, $500.
Sir, make sure you keep all of your future court dates. You can get out of jail for free with the pretrial services program. Have a nice day.
Bien, señor, asegúrese de regresar a las próximas audiencias que le tocan en su caso y va a salir con los servicios previo a juicio. Que tengan buen día.
All right. Next, let me just turn off my computer. Next is Jerome Gilby, page 9.
Your Honor, he refused court.
Let me review. Ms. Corey, you want to? He's being held in a fugitive warrant. You want to accept the appointment? You want me to reset it tomorrow?
If you want to accept it, Ms. Corey, I don't know if it was when he was getting booked, I would agree to the bond for possession. Corrections, is there a bond on the fugitive?
No bond.
Well,
No,
wait.
just-
Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence, bond is $2,500. Next is Gamalier Garcia Montes.
Present, speaks English.
Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for grand theft of a firearm, petty theft. Those are the two counts, grand theft of a firearm and petty theft. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
¿Usted habla inglés, señor?
Yes.
Okay.
Said that.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
He's driving a scooter, no eye protection. They pull him over. So he had a stolen decal on the motorcycle or a scooter, and then he had a Glock, a stolen Glock. Doesn't say when it was stolen, but they said it was stolen. That's good enough for me. He has an open case for false name after arrest with a bench warrant. What happened to that? Corrections, what happened to his bench warrant case?
1 second.
You want to take him on pre-trial? Mr. Gamalier Garcia Montes. You need to keep all your court dates, sir. All right, I'll give him in this pretrial services alternate bond, $2,500 count 1 and $150 count 2 for the stolen tag.
All his misdemeanor cases, traffic cases, he received $1 on each case.
How many are there?
4, hold on 1 second. 4.
Okay, so include pretrial services with his 4 cases. What are they?
AKM 5JXE.
No, you got to talk slower. AKM 5JXE. What was that for?
That is for, let's see, no valid driver license.
Okay, alternate $1.
Okay, then we have no valid driver license, ALH W2.
One more time.
ALH W2HE. That's no valid driver license. Then we have tag not assigned to vehicle, ALH W2JE. Tag not assigned to vehicle, ALH W2IE.
2 tag not assigned?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, alternate $1, right?
Yes, and for the grand theft, that was 2,500 pretrial alternate 2,500.
No, count 1. It's pretrial alternate 2,500 and 150.
Thank you.
All right, next we have is Renee Cabrera Herrera on page 10. Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for possession of cocaine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Spanish.
Señor, usted ha sido arrestado por tenencia de cocaína. Se le nombra a un abogado de oficio que le represente.
So how long have you lived in Miami for, sir?
¿Cuánto hace que vive en Miami, señor?
14 años, 13 años.
13 to 14 years.
Pretrial services alternate bond. It's going to be $1,500. Have a nice day.
Bien, señor, será liberado con servicios previo a juicio o alternativa $1,500 de fianza. Que tengan buen día, eso es todo.
All right, next we have Horace Lanier. 2 cases, page 10. What do you think? I shut it down. Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Lanier. You were arrested for a case from July 13th. It is burglary to an occupied dwelling and throwing or shooting a deadly missile. You have another case from July 10th of 2024, strong arm robbery, false imprisonment, and battery. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Sir, are you currently together or living with the victim, Miss Bailey?
Yes, ma'am. Can I speak to you, please?
I'll talk about the facts. I just need to know for the stay away order. Are you with the
Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to tell you something, ma'am. That's all. I'm not talking about the
to your lawyer privately for a minute.
Judge, can I ask my staff to reach out to Ms. Bailey to see if she wants a stay away order or not?
Right ahead.
Okay.
Sure, I'll
thank-
pass it from- Okay. Next, we have Michael Hall on page 11. Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for fleeing and eluding a police officer. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So what happened to his traffic? He has no valid driver's license, then he fled from.
He received a dollar bond, Your Honor.
It says he fled, then came to a stop a little bit later. He has no prior. Maybe I'll give him pretrial. Yeah, I don't usually, you gotta stop when you see them blue lights, okay? I'll give you a break today. Pretrial services, alternate bond, $2,500. There is probable cause. You want me to include the Please driving, no drive order, no driving unless you have a valid license, sir. And it's ALIDW2E. That's what was the alternate? $1 for DWLF knowingly?
Driving while license suspended knowingly, yes, a dollar bond.
Next is Roger Gomez Castro. I think they turn the air off. It's like after 3:30, they're saving money for the county. You don't feel hot. You don't feel hot?
Spanish interpreter, please.
Interpreters connected.
Okay, good afternoon. Mr. Gomez Castro, you were arrested for 1 count of strong arm robbery.
Buenas tardes, señor Gómez Castro. A usted lo han acusado de un robo forzoso.
So I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Se le está nombrando el abogado de oficio que le represente.
So this happened May 26.
Esto ocurrió mayo 26.
Is there a victim here in court?
¿Hay una víctima que esté en la corte?
I guess not. Miss Bailey, I'll be with you in a minute. I see you're here. Just give me, after this case, I'll go back. All right, so sir, I'm entering a stay away order from the alleged victim, Jocelyn Isabel Rodriguez.
Bien, señor, le doy una orden de alejamiento de la víctima, Jocelyn Isabel Rodríguez.
No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
No puede tener contacto ni directo ni indirecto con la víctima en persona, por escrito, por teléfono o a través de terceras personas.
No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means.
No puede tener contacto con la víctima a través de redes sociales o ningún otro medio electrónico.
Must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school, and place of employment at all times.
Debe permanecer a 500 pies de distancia de la víctima, de la casa, de la escuela, del empleo y en todo lugar que se encuentre la víctima.
Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs.
No participar en ninguna actividad criminal, no tener ni usar drogas ni sustancias ilegales.
Do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition.
No usar, tener en su posesión, portar armas, armas de fuego ni munición.
You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court.
Debe de entregar inmediatamente cualquier arma, arma de fuego, munición o permisos para portar armas ocultas a la estación de policía más cercana y presentar el recibo en la corte. Sorry.
No problem, it's late. You may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail.
puede regresar a la casa de la víctima en 48 horas después de que lo suelten de la cárcel.
You must be accompanied by a police officer
Pero debe de ir acompañado de un policía
that you can retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business-related paperwork, and work tools.
para que pueda recoger su ropa, sus herramientas, su medicamento, y cuestiones relacionadas de trabajo y papeles, documentos. Sorry, Judge.
Stay away order, sir.
¿Ha entendido la orden de alejamiento, señor?
Sí, claro que sí.
Yes, of course I did.
All right. $3,500. Have a good day.
$3,500 de fianza. Que tengan buen día.
Straight bond, correct, Your Honor?
Great bond, $3,500. He had a prior DV case a month ago, so I said a bond. Next is Mr. Horace Lanier. Let's recall it. The victim I see here on Zoom. Thank you, Ms. Bailey. You gotta leave your hand raised so I can promote you. Okay. Ms. Bailey, you there? Can you just unmute and put on your video?
Yes, ma'am. Can I speak real quick?
Before you speak, I gotta swear you in. Raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you are going to give in this proceeding will be the truth? If so, state I do.
I do.
All right, thank you. You can put your hand down. Please tell me your name.
Renisha Bailey.
Are you the victim in these cases?
Well,
The alleged victim.
We'll get all the yes. You were the person who was the alleged victim. Is that correct?
the alleged victim.
Right. Are you afraid of Mr. Horace Lanier?
No,
You want the court to enter a stay away order requiring him to stay away from you?
no,
Okay. What about for your children? Are you okay if he has contact with them as well?
that is fine. I actually did try letting the detective know that he is a legal resident here. So with the burglary charge, I was asking her how did he get the charge, which I understand like the severity of everything that happened last year, but he is a legal resident here. He has bills here. He's been living here for almost 2 years.
Now, you live together now?
Well, we were living together. We have a disabled son. My son is having surgery June 4th, and he is the primary caretaker of our son for the most part because I work most days, and he's supposed to be starting a job in the next 3 days. Horace, you
don't have to explain all this. Are you afraid of him? You said no.
I'm not afraid of him. No.
Do you want him to stay away from you and the kids?
No, of course not. No.
Okay. Does he live in your house now, or he lives elsewhere and he comes and goes because of the kids?
He was living here. Yes.
You say he was.
Well, yeah, he lived here. He lives here.
Okay, fine. State, do you have any questions for Ms. Bailey?
This happened back in July. Things have been good since then.
Everything has been great. He has been wonderful. I tried contacting the detective, like when I seen the charges, because when they arrest someone or do the affidavit, they don't tell you the charges. And I told him when they try to put the burglary charge, I'm like, he does legally live here. He does have residency here. And with the phone situation, it was a phone that he bought me. It was a gift to me, but the phone was in his name. So when we did later talk about it, he was like, he was paying $200 a month for my phone, and then $150 for my bill. He wanted his property back, and I guess he took it because I wouldn't give him back his property. And so I did try to explain that to the detective, but they decided to keep the charges. But he lives here. He's a resident here.
Enough. I heard enough. Ms. Corey, any questions?
No, Judge.
So, Mr. Lanier, I am entering a modified stay away order from the alleged victims, whose initials Ms. Ronisha Bailey and the child RML and the child ANJ and the child HL, and again, Ms. Bailey. So you are allowed to have contact with the alleged victims in these cases. You are prohibited from being physically threatening or violent towards them in any manner whatsoever. so only friendly, nonviolent contact is permitted. Do you understand that so far? Also, do not engage in any criminal activity, do not use or possess illegal drugs, and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. Do you understand the modified stay away order?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So I recognize that they're almost a year old. You want me to do pre-trial? What do you want to do to get them out?
Yes, please. Pre-trial, please.
Testimony in the age of the case.
Okay, so pretrial services alternate bond and F-25-107-93. 1 minute. Count one will be $1,000. Count two is pretrial services alternate bond on F-25-107-93. It's $1,000. Count one, $1,000. Count two, and $500. Count three. Give me a second. And then F-25-107-95, pretrial services alternate bond, count one. You want me to do the same? $1, count one. What's this? He threw rocks. What was it? Let me see. Forgot. We threw a rock. Okay. Count one will be $1,000 and count two will be $1,000 with free trial. So you can get out for free for pre-trial in both cases. Miss Bailey, is there anything else? He's going to get out of jail for free. Stay in touch with the state attorney's office, their victim witness coordinator. I believe you're going to be subpoenaed in to give a statement, and you can let them know what you believe the true facts in this case, and if you want to press charges, okay? Miss Bailey, you understand?
Oh. Yes, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Do you anything else you want to say?
Oh, no, ma'am, that's it. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Listen, they're going to call you from pretrial to verify where he lives so you can get out for free. Make sure you answer the phone.
Okay, thank you.
Have a nice day. Thank you.
You too.
Okay. Still moving right along. I got to finish filling these out. I don't know who Miss Simmons is who's raising her hand on Zoom, but I don't have a case. You got to type the name of the case you're here for, ma'am. Breon Henry, page 11.
Your Honor, I have him as a VFOX.
Right, he's on probation in Broward until 2025 for possession of cocaine.
Well, he got arrested here for possession of cocaine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. I guess pretrial won't take them, huh? Will TAP take him?
The state's requesting a bond since he's on probation.
For cocaine, it's not violent. He's using.
But he's a VFOS based upon that previous aggravated assault locally.
All right. Ms. Corey, anything you want to say?
There's nothing indicating that Mr. Henry is the owner of the vehicle.
No, ma'am.
Or that he had any knowledge
Have you-
that it was there.
He's in possession of it. He's opened the driver's side door and it's right there. It's in his care, custody, and control. You want TAP? Maybe TAP will take him. TAP alternate bond, $2,500.
He received pretrial on his traffic count.
Oh, really? Pre-trial, you gonna take him? Will he take him? I got no? Oh, pre-trial said they'll take him? Okay, pre-trial alternate bond, $2,500. Have a nice day.
No state's objection since he's on probation.
No. All right, now Antonio Williams, page 12.
Ward D, Your Honor.
Let me review. Did we review this morning? Yep. Reset Ward D. I feel like we're doing night court here. We're so late today.
This is the reset from this morning.
Okay. Next case is Quitman Goulding. That's not Mr. Goulding. Who's Quitman Goulding?
NBC, he's NBC, Your Honor.
Judge will waive his presence.
Public Defender's Office waive presence.
Were they fighting over him?
I didn't hear what you said, mister.
Were they fighting? Oh, he pushed first. Victim's first name is Bernard.
And I'll set the bond at $1,000. Appoint the Public Defender's Office waive presence. All right, $1,000 bond. Who's this gentleman? I think I'm done. Why is there somebody else here? Is it the warrants?
Your in-state warrant, Your Honor.
Did you say Goulding refused or NBC?
NBC, Your Honor.
I didn't hear you. NBC?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Do you have the in-state warrant calendar? We don't have it. Anything, Miss Court? What is this gentleman?
This is Michael Padron Marchetti. We will need the Spanish interpreter, please.
The interpreter is present.
All right, he has a warrant from Lee County. So what did you find out?
We heard back from Assistant State Attorney Stephanie Russell, and as their usual policy, they asked that they be held no bond until they're transported to Lee County. However, if you are to set a bond, they are asking for a bond no less than $5,000, and they're asking that you order him to appear for arraignment on Monday, June 23rd at 8:30 a.m. courtroom 8A at the Lee County Justice Center in Fort Myers, Florida.
Ok. Bien, señor, usted tiene una orden de captura del condado Lee. Nos hemos contactado con la asistente fiscal, la señora Russell. Como es costumbre, ellos solicitan que no se le dé una fianza hasta que él llegue al condado Lee. Sin embargo, si su señoría puede fijarle una fianza de $5,000 y darle una orden judicial para que él se presente en Lee County para que encare los cargos en lunes, junio 23 a las 8:30 de la mañana en la sala número 8A en el Centro de Justicia de Lee County en Fort Myers.
They're also asking that he stay away from the Nike store located at 10801 Corkscrew Road, Suite 177 in Estero, Florida.
Estero?
Yes.
Ok, thank you. También se solicita que le den una orden de alejamiento de la tienda Nike ubicada en la 10801 Corkscrew Road, suite número 177 de Estero, Florida.
Okay, so sir, I'm going to set your bond at $5,000. Stay away from what'd you say? The Nike in Estero? Was that what it was?
Nike store.
Nike store in Estero, Florida.
Bien, señor, se impone una fianza de $5,000 y una orden de alejamiento de la tienda Nike que queda en Estero, Florida.
Make sure to keep all future court dates in Lee County. I believe Ms. Corey said it's going to be June 23rd.
Señor, sí. Por favor, asegúrese de ir a la corte en la fecha que le indicaron por parte de la señora Corey, que es junio 23 a las 8:30 de la mañana.
Sí, yo siempre voy a la corte, yo nunca falto a la corte, lo que por ese mismo caso fue del día 21, por eso mismo me acusaron de la Nike.
Okay. I always go to court. I never miss any court, but that's why they charged me with this, because this happened on the 21st, and they accused me of this at the Nike store.
He should, when he contacts his bondsman, he should let his bondsman know that they should look at the back of the jail card for the updated bond information, that the computer will not be updated. They must look on the jail card.
Por favor, avísele al fiancista que debe de mirar en la parte de atrás de la carátula, porque para que se dé cuenta de cuál es la cantidad de la fianza, porque no ha actualizado, pero que se fije en la parte de atrás de la carátula de la tarjeta de la cárcel.
Ms. Corey, can you please confirm his address for the order?
Señora Curry, por favor, confirme la dirección de él para la orden.
I did. It's the address on the arrest form, which I have included in the order, which I'm sending to you now.
He incluido la dirección que en la orden, la cual estoy enviándole ahora mismo.
All right, so $5,000 bond, reset date June 12th, to make sure he either posted a bond or was transported to Lee County.
Your Honor.
Bien, entonces son $5,000 de fianza. Se va a llevar a cabo una audiencia junio 2 para hacer seguimiento de si ha pagado la fianza o ha sido transportado al condado Lee.
Okay.
Let me promote Ms. Simmons. She's here for the gentleman, Mr. Sigger, she said. I don't know.
Your Honor, Mr. Golden, you gave him a bond of 1,000, correct?
Yeah, for like everything, right? 1,000.
No, he only had one count. He only had a battery by the same.
It's $1,000 bond, yeah.
Okay, Ashley, can you update it for me, please? Thank you.
Already updated. It is updated, she said. And also, Ms. Simmons, how can I help you?
Yes, I have been on since about 1:30 for my son, Yanni Siggers, and I was trying to hear what was said. I know that he has 3 charges.
Well, I promoted you as a panelist. I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Southwest 13th Street.
Oh.
I'm sorry, you went really fast when you were giving his information.
I'm sorry, he got charged with, I think, were you in the car with him when it happened?
No, I was
sorry.
not.
I was in the car with them.
Armed trafficking?
Oh, I'm sorry, you weren't in the car. He got charged with armed trafficking and cocaine. And because he had a gun with the cocaine
Southwest 13th Street.
It was no bond. Count 2 is armed possession with cannabis. That was $1,000 bonds. And count 3, I set it at $1 for possession of a weapon while committing an offense.
Morning, Menace.
Contact the public defender's office. They will be able to set this before the division judge, who is Judge Laura Gonzalez Marquez, to try and get him a bond.
To try and that's for tomorrow, or we don't know what day?
Not tomorrow, because it's an armed trafficking. He's being held with no bond, so you have to try. The lawyer has to set it down before the division judge to see if she'll agree to a bond.
Okay, and he wouldn't be able to get pretrial or any of that, being that he is a resident of Miami-Dade County.
Even that it's an armed trafficking, it's considered a very serious felony, so it's best.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Southwest 30th.
Okay.
Head south on Southwest 34th Avenue towards Southwest 13th Terrace.
Thank you, Judge.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Southwest 16th.
She's busy there. Anyway, that's it. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.